Hey there, Cheesemeisters, and welcome back to the Peach Pod. That would have been Drive Me by Jamie Walters. I feel like anytime that you say the name of a Jamie Walters song, you have to sing it like with a gravelly voice like that.
Hold on.
Hold on. How do you talk to an angel? You have to. It might be the law. That was playing in the car on the cassette tape, or in the truck on the cassette tape on the way to their date. I don't know if you saw that or not.
I saw them on the way to their date, but I don't recall any music being played. I just remember
they probably cut
dagger.
that out. Yeah, the large Bowie knife, sure.
Yeah.
No, that's why I was like, they probably cut that shit out so that you don't see it. They don't have to pay for it. I am Jeff. Don't go falling in love here. And joining me on the other end of the internet, my host.
I'm Leslie, and a good bartender always flirts with the female customers a little bit.
Of course he fucking does. Andrea, calm down.
God.
Jesus, the fight they're having over him doing his job is ridiculous. Whatever. This week, Cheesemeisters, we are watching Season 5, Episode 6, Homecoming. Original air date, October 12th, 1994. Did you throw up in your mouth or throw something this episode? I feel like probably less likely than usual.
Less, but the thing that did upset me was when Kelly pulled out the toothpick and goes, "Does this mean it's overdone or undercooked?"
And it was a goo ball.
And I'm like, I know you're not that stupid.
Yeah, that is liquid. Put it back in the oven.
That is a 12-year-old question.
Right.
That is not a 20-year-old question.
I mean, but she did have okay, so let's I didn't think we would go here, but this is fine. It's accurate, it's appropriate. Do you think that there was the over under is 0.5. Do you know how an over under works?
No.
In betting? Okay. You bet whether something happens more or less than the given number.
Got it.
Okay. So I'm going to set the over under at 0.5, which means if you think this happened one time, you take the over. If you think it happened never, you take the under. Okay. The over under is 0.5. And the question is number of times Jackie has baked. Not been baked. Baked.
All the same, think about it. If the food is gooey, it probably means it's not done.
I agree with you. I'm just saying that, like, 5-year-old Kelly, 8-year-old Kelly, 10-year-old Kelly never got to lick the beaters. Like, she did not do any baking with her mom.
She's been to the Walshes many times. Cindy
she has,
has
but
definitely.
I don't think she's been involved.
You can't lick the beater every time. Let's Kelly. I know Kelly, you don't eat, but here's a little spoonful.
Okay, I agree. This is information like a normal 20-year-old should know. I'm just saying we've known Kelly for 5 years. I've seen no indication that she's ever done anything in a kitchen.
This is why she gets into drugs.
Well, there are reasons why things happen in this program.
If she could have known the joy of baking, I'm making outlandish.
Yeah. You really are.
I don't care.
No, it's fine. Put your flag in the ground for baking would have stopped Kelly from getting on drugs. Yeah, no, that's rough that she doesn't know that. But I also was not surprised that she's a moron in the kitchen. I'm just not surprised by this. This is, she's never shown any. Like, did she take home ec in high school? I don't think she did. She's not like the guys in Superbad. Class is bullshit. No offense. Yeah. So let's see what happens in this week's episode. It starts out at the University of Southern California. No, it doesn't. It starts out because that's a real place, the University of Southern California.
Oh.
USC.
Southern Cal.
It started out at Southern California University, old SCU. Not a real place. And it's homecoming week. And some of the gang are there buying shirts so that they can blend in and look like normal faculty or normal student body at Southern Cal University. And because it's homecoming week, as is indicated by the episode title. And the ghost of Rush hovers over us all. As 30 years ago, Rush and his keg brothers managed to pull off the ultimate prank. They stole old SCU Bruno, the big ass bear. And for 30 years, SCU has been worried that this would happen again. So they have posted their 2 finest lunkheads to guard this bear every year. I really would like to know what the process was in whatever fraternity those knuckleheads belong to that got them chosen. Like, is there a sign-up sheet? Do they have to like take shifts? Is it like when I worked the Christmas tree lot at my son's grade school, where you sign up for like 3-hour shifts here and there? You know, like because I feel like maybe these weren't like it's possible that they chose the exact right moment to attack, because these are not good guards. This is a little bit like Mikey and Trent going to Vegas at Wednesday at 2 a.m. Like, this is the skank shift.
Well,
like,
and you
no
know
beautiful babies here.
This has got to be the underclassmen. Like,
oh yeah,
it's definitely freshmen and sophomores. Yep. Maybe some juniors who have gotten the house in trouble, or
that's good, yeah,
or ill-favored. But it's not any senior.
No, John Sears did not do this shit last year. He's too big.
He would never.
Mike Ryan? Any of the Mike Ryans? No, they're not doing it. Too busy at the gay coffee shop.
Take me back.
I know, right? No, I don't want to go back. I want to be right here where these fools are trying to steal a bear. And so, like, they have to launch it. They have to figure out a plan, because Steve is going to make it happen again, and Griffin is like, "Fuck yeah, we are." And Kelly and Donna are involved, and so they're gonna go. They're planning this shit out at the Peach Pit when Val shows up, and is like, they're like, "Here's the problem, Val. You seem devious. Do you have a solution?" And
who, me?
And she said, "Well, not me, but at SUNY Buffalo, which might be a real school. Like, SUNY has a lot of schools.
Real, yeah.
SUNY is real. I don't know if Buffalo, if they have a Buffalo campus. They might.
Cheesemeister's right in.
Yeah, I don't know. You live in New York. You could find this out. Look, the internet works here too. I could also.
I was gonna say, don't throw me under the bus for that.
No, geotagging. It's like you get the most accurate information about New York on your Google machine because it knows you're in New York. I get the stuff that they want people outside of New York to know, to like either draw us in for tourism dollars or keep us out to be afraid. That's how the internet works.
See, but I also still get stuff about Chicago because this laptop used to live in Chicago.
See, there you go. So you're getting the inside Iggy on Chicago too.
Mm-hmm.
But Val is like, SUNY Buffalo. I knew 2 girls who poisoned 2 co-eds. And it was hilarious. They shit everywhere.
It's kind of mean.
Yeah. And Steve's like, the meaner the better. Let's do it. Let's make these guys literally shit their pants.
Their whole
That's what I want. Yeah. Like, I'm kind of surprised that they planned for the bathroom locking wood mechanism, which I think is kind of ingenious.
That was very smart.
Because I feel like, okay, we have to get into this heist later. But Muntz is Muntz not dressed as a janitor? Like, is he pushing that? They fucking got costumes and shit. They went to me specialties in Englishman. Like, they went to the warehouse guy for the sting to plan this thing. But like, I think that they put Muntz in the janitor's outfit and gave him the push cart because they expected these 2 guys to shit on the floor. And they're like, we better have Muntz here to clean this up. And Muntz is like, I got a job.
I'm really surprised that prank did not activate me more, but
yeah, it's rough.
I don't know. I kind of watched. Maybe this is stuff I'm healing on, and I just watched it like, well, that's gross, but you got to do what you got to do to get that damn bear.
You got to steal Bruno the bear. What are we gonna do? Not steal from a college? Is that even an option?
I mean, they could have just given them the stuff that Emily Valentine gave Brandon and like tricked them to tripping out in the bathroom, possibly.
That would
But
have
I
been
guess that
giving
would have been
those
more.
guys, but it would have been nicer.
Yeah,
Yeah, give these dudes ecstasy and just let them trip. Like,
you
it's
know what?
way
You
better
wouldn't
than
even-
X-Lax.
You most likely would not have needed to lock them away because they would have just been like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah. Look, I think here's what we've learned. If you are going to slip someone a drug that starts with X, you should give them ecstasy and not X-Lax, because the latter is much meaner.
Yes.
So, edict.
I like this.
Yeah, this is a good edict. But Valerie and everybody else is like, no, let's make them shit their pants. So that's the plan. Muntz is like, I'm in. Can I try one? And they're like, Muntz, please don't. And he's like,
Christ. He gets it in his mouth. It's touching his teeth. This actor took it too far. Muntz, I got nervous for you.
the brownie he almost put in his mouth almost assuredly did not have X-Lax in it.
Of course.
But we love Muntz.
Yeah,
Muntz is the best. And he's like, it's okay, I'm not gonna eat this brownie. But Muntz does get to dress up like a janitor and dance in this episode. Get a little Muntz dance. Fucking love the Muntz dance. Oh, it's at the very end when you know why you missed it, because you were watching Kelly and Griffin make out by the bear statue.
Dude, I was.
I'd never noticed it before, but they are going to fucking town in that scene.
They were. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, if I'm directing this, I would have been like, guys, you're okay. You can cool. Can you bucket of ice? Tori's bucket of ice.
I feel like Tori was she was abusing her power to make out with a cute boy.
This is why I laugh when people are like, "Oh, and Icy's here for the women," and I'm like, "No, some of us can be a problem too."
I feel like Griffin probably, Casper probably doesn't mind, but Tori 100% did not mind, because there was no call for that. Like there was no need for them to make out the entire time, and they are. They're just. It serves no purpose other than like it shows the duplicity of Donna, because Donna's up to some shit in this episode.
She sure is.
She's editing a video trying to find beautiful parts of campus, and Ray comes into the TV studio and is like, just put pictures of your titties up there. And he's like, look, you got them done for a reason, show everybody. And she's like, no, I'll do this other thing I was gonna do. And he was like, okay, well, I'll see ya. Maybe never, because we're done. We've earthquake proofed the whole campus in a week. Engineering. And except for this bookshelf. Gives a little shake, a little scare. Yeah. But he asks her out for tomorrow, and she's like, well, I was gonna go steal this bear and poison these strangers, but I guess I'll go out with you. And so they have a surprise date planned for the next day. But it's not the biggest surprise in the episode, because Brandon meets a world leader and has to do some shit.
Shocker.
I know.
He took down the school board. Now he's going to take down another country.
Quintaro, fucking chill, son. Stop it.
Liver cancer's got nothing on me.
That's right. I got a subpoena that I'm going to hand like this.
Dude, him looking down was maddening. I'm like, no.
He felt
bad.
bad.
You do this with your whole heart.
Not Brandon, because he's conflicted, right? Because what happens is he's invited over to Chancellor Arnold's house because he's the Chancellor's lackey, and also in Chancellor Arnold's mind, Claire's boyfriend. Which
great setup, because later on we see Claire and David talking, and David's like, when do I get to go to these government dinners and shit and meet your dad? Chancellor Arnold is going to hate David, and I can't wait. I want him to.
But I tell you what I liked about that. I liked that Claire was like, we'll do that. Like, she's in. She's in on David. She's ready to introduce him to A. Milton Arnold.
I don't know why.
Well, he has fun hair. And he likes her. And Brandon is not interested. So there's that. But Chancellor Arnold has a party where his friend Quintero is coming in, who is the president of Selenesia, made up country.
Yep.
And they've been friends for years, and Chancellor Arnold actually helped build the economic policy down there, bringing democracy to the people. And this guy's been a family friend forever. Like, he introduced Chancellor Arnold to Claire's mom. Claire loves this guy. He's like Uncle Quintaro. I can't remember what his first name was.
Fernando?
Might have been Fernando. Shouts to Fernando Mendoza, Heisman Trophy winner. Look, we gotta shout the Fernandos when we can. ABBA songs and everything. So Brandon's like, well, he seems like a nice fella. Like, bringing democracy to the people. I like you, Fernando Quintero. And then next day he goes to school and someone shows up to office hours. And Brandon, busy filing something. What do you have to file, Brandon? You don't even have a job. No papers coming in here. No one's giving you a phone number this week. Something that happens over and over again in this episode. Multiple hand slip phone numbers. But these two folks are like, oh, the butcher's here, Brandon. And you're our student body president. And we're with Human Rights International, the CU outpost and chapter. They call this guy the butcher because he's awful and tortures people. And we've come here with no proof. And we want you to do something about it. Josh would have. And Brandon's like, fuck, Josh would have. All right, let me see what I can do. Because he's living in the shadow of Josh. And so he goes back, he talks to Claire, and she's like, bullshit. Didn't do any of that. These human rights assholes have been on my dad's best friend's dick for years. And Brandon's like, probably not a reason for that.
Look,
these human rights groups.
If I have a good experience with this person, there's no way they've ever done anything wrong to anyone else. No way.
And that's how Brandon comes at it, too. He's like, I just had dinner with this guy. He seems friendly. You know? Like, he's going to cook me something with soy sauce later. I don't know what it is, but I bet it's good. I bet it's tasty.
He tries one sauce-soaked pepper.
Yeah. Well, you know, sometimes that's all you need. Just a little taste. That's all you need to know the sauce is good. And to know that this guy's not a human rights violator. He's probably fine. But then they bring him a gardener who has just a shit ton of scars from being whipped and cigarette burned at the hands of Quintero's government for to get him to turn over his brother for a crime he did not commit, just like the A-Team. Yeah. And eventually he broke and they killed his brother. Now, no proof is ever presented that this is a true story. Like, there's a million different people who could have tortured this poor gardener. But we're just going to take his word for it. He seems nice. And so Brandon is like, all right, what do you want me to do? And they're like, subpoena time. We can't get to him. And he won't order from Seth Rogen in Pineapple Express, so we can't use that to get in. So, but Brandon's got the subpoena and he's got access. He can get through the door past the guards. Who was it last year that Brandon had that guards were getting all chesty with Brandon and they wouldn't let him in? I can't remember what it was.
Was it at the Donna Martin graduates thing?
I feel like it was something else and I'm blanking on it. But this time he's able to get past the guards. They're like, yeah, Chancellor Arnold. He said it's fine. But long story short, too late. Brandon serves the guy the subpoena, but he has liver cancer anyway, so he's probably going to die. So who the fuck cares?
Yep.
It's pretty much where that lands. But Quintaro is like, no, it's fine. Give me a subpoena. You had to do tough things. I had to do tough things. Yours was like give an old man with cancer a piece of paper. Mine was have that gardener whipped and then murder his brother. Same. It's same.
It is a wild subplot.
Yeah, it really is. It's go ahead.
There's because obviously there are things done in other countries that we don't understand, and it might be better than the previous horrible thing that was done before. It's all still horrible. Like, as I was trying to rationalize this story in my head, all I could come up with in the end was like, you know what? It's still horrible. It's still horrible. And all of this feeds into, you know, many things that I think this episode is really about.
Yeah, me too. Let me finish the other things that happen real quick. Because Val and Dylan are still on the train to Bonetown, like a lot. But he's like, don't go falling in love here, Val. Don't go thinking this is a normal thing. We're not dating. I barely like you. You're naked and I like that. But every other part of this I'm not interested in. And Val's like, don't worry about it. It's all casual. When I come back tomorrow, same time, same place, like it's on a schedule, like we're the old Batman show. Look, it's fine. And after all of her shenanigans with poisoning strangers, she comes back over to Dylan's, and he's got a girl on the couch who is clearly stoned. Like, I don't know what drugs this lady's on, but they're hard.
They are, and I was disturbed.
Yeah, I don't know what's about to happen here. Dylan doesn't even know, or he probably met her at his drug dealers, or probably in the pool hall, where all bad things happen.
One description I read said she was a local prostitute. And I'm like, where did you get that? And how am I supposed to infer that?
Dylan is not. Dylan did. I would love it if Dylan paid for a prostitute just to rub it in Valerie's face. Like, that is dark and fucked up. I would sign me up for more of that. But that's not what happened here.
No.
He probably just went to the pool hall. There's this thing in Survivor now where it's called the Sanctuary, and every time they talk about it, Jeff Probst calls it the Sanctuary, where good things happen. Because they don't want people thinking they're going to get like tricked or something. It's just like this is just a nice sanctuary where good things happen. The pool hall is the opposite of that. This is the pool hall where bad things happen. And so he and Val have a little bit of a thing. He hurts her feelings and she goes away. Andrea and Jesse are not connecting. Because like he has to work and flirt with the ladies and she has to be mad about it. And then she has to do laundry and she meets a med student there named Peter. What'd you think of Peter?
I liked him.
Okay. Did you like his hair? It's got a Hugh Grant 4 weddings and a funeral thing going on up there.
I honestly didn't think much past like, oh, Ginger, that's cool.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So we met Peter and he gave her his number. But then she gets home and Jesse is like, full sex kit and bottle of wine on the couch?
I was for it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
We don't have problems. It was all in my head, baby.
That was, look, the only downside to that is I'm pretty sure that was like a $3 bottle of Oliver Winery. Like, it's real cheap shit. Because they have no money.
And I couldn't help but think, wait a minute, Jesse, weren't you just telling Dylan you couldn't serve him, but it's okay to have alcohol? I mean, I understand, like, you're at home, you're married, whatever, but also, like,
Jesse's over 21.
Not 21. Well, she's not.
Right. And also possibly still breastfeeding. Like, I don't know, I don't know what her deal is there. She was earlier.
Pump and dumping's a thing, I hear.
It is. People do it. I'm not here to judge how you raise your kid. Feed your kid. As long as your kid gets food, we're good.
Yes.
It can be titty food or bottle food. I don't care. Knock yourself out. But Jesse's like, fuck, come on, baby. I got a bottle of wine. And she's like, throw this phone number away. Let's get to it. And so everything seems okay there.
Jesse waiting like this with a bottle of wine, better than Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park. Edict.
Okay. Well, I didn't know Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park was supposed to be Sex Kitten. Was that like
I
a
mean, I
thing?
didn't either. No, that's definitely a thing. I mean, there are fucking statues of this man in that position.
That's true. And not in any of the couch positions from Big Chill?
No.
Okay. I don't know. Arguably sexier. But not sexier than fucking Jesse. Jesse is on the couch and ready to go to the bedroom once he puts their daughter down to bed. Being a good dad. So
Right. Also hot.
yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Have you ever seen the movie Lean on Me?
No.
Oh, it's a really good movie. It's about Joe Clark, a principal who comes in and like cleans up a really rough school.
Oh.
But at the end, there's a big rally because the school board's trying to drum him out because people don't like his methods and whatever. And there's two students. One had gotten another one pregnant, and there's a lot going on in this movie. But they're at this this big pep rally, and the guy is like, "Mr. Clark loves us," and the girl is like, "Mr. Clark don't love you because you don't take care of your responsibilities." And Jesse's the opposite of that guy.
Yes, he is.
Jesse takes care of his responsibilities. So it's a long way to go to make that. But this is the way the brain works up here. I just gotta share these things.
No, I get it.
Yeah. And so they steal the bear. Griffin and Donna make the fuck out for like ever. Muntz does a little dance, which I'm all here for. And then they go to the football game. And I think that's it. Does anything else happen? Did I miss anything?
That's it. Yeah, we got it.
Except for fuck, no, I didn't because I skipped the whole Donna and Ray date.
Oh, they do go on a cute little Huber winery orchard date.
Yeah,
and
they go to the Pruitt family pumpkin farm.
A goat. I honestly only cared about like they had a goat.
Yeah, there was a goat. There's a petting zoo. There was a Bowie knife. There were pumpkins. What did you think of the date?
The date was cute. It felt very, I texted you this. I went, oh, Donna wants to be in love in a Hallmark movie. And then you reminded me, oh, she's going to be in some. So that works. It was cute. I feel like they want to make us feel safe with Ray.
Even though they give him a big knife and Kelly's like, watch out.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like I don't know. Ray's not doing it for me. Okay. And I don't know what Donna. I feel like Donna's interest in Ray is in response to Felice making her feel like she has to marry Rich in order. And so I feel like Donna is trying to prove to herself, like, no, I don't care about riches and stability and things like that or social standing. And I don't think it's going to end well.
Okay. So if you're Donna and you have the choice between Griffin Stone and Ray Pruitt, based only on what you know to date, where's your lean? How are you feeling?
I mean, neither, honestly. It's too hard for me to tap into Donna's mind because, like, I mean, and granted, like,
you're not a virgin.
Exactly.
Yeah, I figure. And a brunette. I get it. It's just the two things. It's the two things. Your boobs are real. It's like that,
Yeah, exactly. There is mine are dense. That's
right. I forgot. My bad.
So much I would
apologies that I forgot that you have dense boobs. My bad.
How dare you? It is foundational to my lore.
It's true. They loom large in your legend, like Ringo's drums.
No, but like, okay, honestly, I probably would have leaned more towards Ray because I would not have wanted to date a frat dude. That would have scared me more than Ray. So yeah, honestly, so I do see the allure for Donna to go with Ray. Ray, even though she knows nothing about his livelihood, like, I grew up knowing people like Ray, you know, who
Uh-huh.
would have worked at Huber's or worked on a
Mhm.
farm. So yeah, okay, I can see it now.
Okay.
Judgment taken away, but I still feel
Okay.
weird about what she's doing. Yeah,
You're in neither with a slight Ray lean.
yeah. If I'm going back in time, I would have leaned towards Ray. So I get
Okay.
it.
Fair. All right. I wanted to know that. All right. So, what do you think this episode is really about?
So many things. I think we're all doing what we think is best.
Okay. Okay.
Because so much of as I'm watching this, I felt like they're trying to get me to see the best in people, which is what another thing this episode is about. We want to trust new people over people we already know.
Okay.
And I think those go well together because at the end of the day, we're all doing what we think is best, but
Yeah.
it's probably not going to be best for others affected by it.
Yeah. Sometimes that's the thing that Brandon says is the hardest part of his job, knowing that not everyone's going to like what he does.
And so often your options are all undesirable and you have to pick the one that is least undesirable. It's really convoluted.
Do I run in the bathroom and leave this bear unattended, or do I shit my pants? Those are both bad options.
I could shit on this bear, or I could shit.
That's right. If they shit on the bear, no one's stealing that bear.
No,
that's the solution. You just shit all over the bear.
That might be worse. They will be kicked out of their frat. They might be kicked out of that college if they shit.
You guys were supposed to protect Bruno, and you shat upon him. Rude.
But for all we know,
we're gonna blackball ceremony you.
For all we know, like Quintero, this was the least undesirable of his options. It's not great. It's still really fucking bad. He is still part of something bad that happened.
I think he's responsible, but it's like for Quintero, it's like I'm gonna die of liver cancer in like 6 weeks anyway. I might as well stay here at A. Milton Arnold's house and die here.
Try it out. Yeah.
It's fine. No, I like that. I think you're right. And I think that, Donna is trying to do what she thinks is best, largely for herself at this point. But kind of good for Donna. Get out there and experience the world. Find as many people as you can who don't give a hoot that you're a virgin.
Yeah. Date around, for all we know, she's still, and part of that is dating when you're younger. Like you don't realize you don't realize that you don't have to jump into being serious. You can just date and then become serious with one, or I don't know, poly is a thing.
Do you think that Dylan is doing what he thinks is best? Or I think he might be the exception to what this episode might, because I think Dylan is a Destructomatic 3000, like on the verge here, because he is making a lot of suspect choices.
He's in pain and he can't see any way out of his pain, because I would say he doesn't feel like he deserves it. He has a lot of guilt.
He feels stupid.
Yeah, so I think he is the exception. He's not doing what's best for him or anyone else. He is doing what hurts the most.
Yeah, and he doesn't even think he's doing something that's the best. He's just head down in some poon trying to get through it, like as much as is humanly possible. That's what I mean. And I guess if you think head down in some poon is the best thing to do, who am I to judge? Get it. Get just some.
Depends
Dylan.
On that poon,
By the way, healthy poon. We are pro healthy poon on the Peach Pod. Have you seen Spider-Man?
Yes.
The upside down kiss in Spider-Man?
Absolutely, I have.
Right, so Did you know prior to this that they stole that from Val and Dylan?
No, I did not.
I mean, they clearly did. I mean, Val comes in with the upside down kiss.
See, here's the thing though. I don't think it really counts as an upside down kiss if one of you really isn't upside down because both of them are horizontal and she's just leaning in, which is what MJ then tries with her fiance to be like, is it the same? No, it's not going to be the same, bitch, because he's not hanging from the ceiling. Come
The hanging
on.
thing does help. I mean, it does add an air to it. But
Also, he's not wearing the mask.
well, I mean, isn't he? Aren't we all? I mean, come on. Do you think that's Dylan's true form? He's masking a lot of pain.
He sure is.
Upside down. Yeah, he is.
Oh.
I think one of the things this episode might really be about is people think they like surprises.
Yeah.
Like Donna's like, I love surprises. And then she finds a Bowie knife in her date's dashboard and she's like, fuck me, maybe I don't like surprises. Dylan thinks Val thinks she likes surprises, and then she shows up unannounced at Dylan's house and there's a heroin addict on the couch. Bad surprise there. I'm sure Chancellor Arnold likes surprises, but then it turns out that his old friend is the butcher. And now, like, not only does he have cancer, but my fucking lackey just surprised me with bringing subpoenas into my house. And also maybe not dating my daughter, which I don't know yet, but I'm probably not going to.
I don't know what's more upsetting to Chancellor Arnold of those things.
Why? We're going to find out. Chancellor Arnold never vomits at home. And like lunkhead frat guys think they like the surprise of free brownies, but then they have to shit their pants. So, and then once they, and here's the worst, I think, part for them. Like, if you're those guys, right? And you run in, and I hope to God that bathroom had 2 stalls. If not, one of them is shitting in the urinal, and that's gross.
Oh, God.
Right? So then, like, the 2 of them go into this bathroom and stink it all the way the fuck up. Like, this bathroom is toxic when they're done with it. And they can't get out because Muntz put the thing on the door. They're stuck in there. There are no cell phones. Like, they just have to bang on the door and hope that someone comes and lets them out. And the whole time they're breathing in this, what they just did in there.
They could die.
Then it's not good. It's very much bad.
Yeah.
Then they get out and the bear is gone. They had one job. And instead of doing that job, they got stuck in a bathroom where they had to breathe their own shit for, like, I'm guessing at minimum 45 minutes. Because there were probably like 6 people who walked by that door and went, not getting involved.
Well, and here's the thing too. Whoever lets them out is instantly going to know they did that, and it's going to get around campus.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. The shitters.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
they'll never
bad.
get a date again.
Not if they tell people. If they can keep that secret, but I don't know.
They won't be able to. Their only hope is that there's a window in that bathroom and they can fit out of it.
Yeah, no kidding. Like Ginger. Was it Ginger? No, was it Ginger? The woman who ran the Burt Reynolds tour?
Yes.
She had like 6 names, but one of them was Ginger.
She did.
And then we look in the bathroom door like this. Like the 3 of them stack on top of each other.
No, I know exactly what you're saying.
Trying to find her. She ran away. Let's go be in a mouthwash commercial.
She exited through the bathroom window.
Yes, she did. She didn't come in that way. Liars.
No.
And back to the thing where your thing this episode might really have been about people thinking that they're doing their best. I wrote down people making tough choices. Like steal a bear or go to a pumpkin patch. It's a hard choice. Human rights or Chancellor's friend.
Yeah.
Like, tough choices. So what else do you think this episode might really be about?
Lie to get what you want.
Man, Val's good at lying, is she not?
She's very good at lying, and she's been getting what she wants with Dylan until now. Although if she really wanted to be her bad girl self, she would have been like, and
Right. I'm
and
coming
just
in.
gone in anyway. Steve and the gang lie so that they can get this bear and prove yet again that Steve is better than Rush.
Yep. Also, Steve lies to the credit card company when he uses the credit card to buy the spy gear that he's going to return the next day. Like he's a girl who bought a dress and didn't take the tag off so she could wear it to one fancy event and take it back the next day.
Yep. Shout out to Dairy Girls.
Shout out to literal people that I have danced with and said, there's a tag on here. And her saying, shh.
Yeah. Donna lies to go on this date.
Yeah.
You know, because clearly she wants to explore and Griffin isn't all she wants. And Andrea withholds information because she wants to feel desired. And I don't blame her.
Yeah. Yep. I like it. I think this episode, I have a bunch of stuff, is about getting rid of evidence.
Oh, God.
Throwing away Peter's phone number and make sure you mix it with the garbage. There's a candle right there, Andrea. Set that fucker on fire. What are you doing?
I know. Why do you
Jesus
have a candle
Christ.
in your trash?
What a bad criminal she is. Returning the spy gear that you buy on the credit card, getting rid of the evidence. Even though there's like paper evidence now that you bought this and returned it. Whatever. Letting the gardener escape the country.
Oh,
like,
dude,
they
right?
did a terrible job of getting rid of that evidence. I mean, he's walking around with just wounds showing what you did.
Yeah.
Donna is not even trying to get rid of Ray's phone number. Like,
No.
I think this is going to go bad. I think she's going to get caught. Everyone's bad at getting rid of evidence. And then Dylan could have just not stepped to the side, but he does. And so Valerie sees the heroin addict. People are bad at getting rid of evidence.
Well, they're kids.
I know, but they'll try to blackmail you.
Oh, yeah.
A good old CU.
No doubt.
What else do you have that this episode might really be about?
Make the world better, Gen X, but don't cause a stir.
Yeah.
I really felt yet again with this episode, they were trying to inspire the Gen X to do stuff. But it's funny, Jim and Cindy just forget that they protested the Vietnam War.
Uh-huh.
And are like, no, don't get involved, which, I get it. They're parents now. But after watching The Big Chill and just thinking of, I think Kevin Kline says, oh, we were great then, but we're shit now. And it's like, yeah.
Kind of. That's what happened.
You did what you thought was best for you.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I think that's interesting, the generational comparisons. And I hadn't quite put this together until just now. But you've got Steve trying to live up to Rush.
Yeah.
And what he did in his time. And Brandon trying to live up to the example of his boomer parents. And also other students throughout history who have stood up against injustice, like Tiananmen Square, and the protesters in the 60s, and this is very much accurate of the Gen X mindset at that point in our life, because we had been fed the myth of like boomer student protest greatness.
Mm-hmm.
And that it was now our turn. Like we were supposed to protest against the things and change the world. And no one's asking Gen Z to change the world. They're just like, quit saying 6'7", motherfuckers. All that pressure is apparently off. They're
blaming millennials for changing whatever.
I don't know. You guys didn't do nothing.
No, we didn't.
You just started eating the shit that we had been eating when we got too old to eat it anymore.
Yeah, I won't go into it.
Yeah, but they're this Gen X desire to find a way to make an impact, and Steve and Brandon are both trying to outlive the ghost of their parents. And here's the thing that, like, with this, Brandon gives this whole thing about just a student, right? And even Peter and Andrea talk about just being students on a Friday night when she's clearly more, but she didn't want to. Shh, don't tell nobody. I'm babysitting Hannah. You met Hannah? She's cute.
Not my kid.
No, I'm responsible, but is this whole Quintero thing fucking ridiculous that, like, Brandon is involved in it? Or is Brandon right? Because his speech, his little monologue about, like, the students in Tiananmen Square and stuff kind of landed for me. I'm like, yeah, the students are, I mean, even the dude, you know, spent a lot of time occupying various administration buildings, smoking a lot of Thai sticks.
Here's the thing. Brandon makes a great point. Finally, you heard it here.
Yeah, it took one. It's
but
5 years.
It is absolutely ridiculous that this all comes down to him. It can't come down to one person. It's right. I'm sick of this show doing the thing. I mean, it was doing the thing of its time. It was doing what it thought was best, which is, there you go, pinning all its hopes and dreams on this one white boy. And I'm like, that's our problem, is we all are hoping one person is going to lead the revolution, change things. And it's not going to be one person. It's never been one person.
No,
it needs to be multiple people, and it needs to be a community. And so, yeah, I think it's fucking ridiculous for the students to all come at Brandon like, you need to fix this. We'll protest, but you need to do something. And similarly, it's been stupid this whole time that we've relied on one person to change it, when it's like, we have Congress, we have House Rep, we have a lot of groups, and now that none of those groups function, we have states groups. Like, we have all of these things, and we need people to come together. Right now.
Over me. There you go. It's an interesting juxtaposition, because they are relying on the power of one person to bring down this horrible butcher dictator. But it takes 6 of them to steal a bear. Come on now. Like, the heist people, the pranksters, they know that you need a team. And Brandon's like, nah, I got this.
Well, here's a good question. Who gets more done in this moment?
I mean, I mean the pranksters. I mean, Brandon does serve the subpoena, but it doesn't even make the news because, again, this dude's going to be, like, the stakes are super low here because this dude's going to die, like, probably by Christmas. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think we're ever going to hear about him again, but that's over. And we're probably not going to hear about the bear either, to be honest with you. But they did successfully steal a 10-foot bear.
Yeah.
So who's the real hero, Brandon? It's probably Valerie. I think that this episode is about human rights violations. So tell me which of these 4 things you think is the largest human rights violation happening in this episode.
All right.
Poisoning strangers with brownies. All the shit Quintero did. Taking Donna Martin Rich Girl to a pumpkin patch on her first date. Come on. Rubbing Val's nose in a heroin addict's snatch. Which of those is the biggest human rights violation? Because they could be equally bad.
It's Quintero ordering people be tortured for information.
I don't know. Have you ever taken a rich girl to a pumpkin patch?
Sadly, no.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I don't have the money.
I think it's.
I mean, you know, I want to be funny and pick the other thing, but considering all the things happening in other countries right now that are egregious and it's
well, let me give you one more inappropriate thing that this episode is about. This episode is about having a thick skin. Because Quintero tells Brandon, if you're going to be a leader, you got to have a thick skin. So they both need thick skins. You know what else needs a thick skin to thrive? Pumpkins.
Oh,
Gotta have thick skin. It's gonna get stabbed, but you gotta have a thick skin. Um, and you know who else needed a thick skin in this episode? The gardener.
probably has a thicker skin now.
He does. He has all this scar tissue built up over the cigarette burns and the cane whippings. Come on.
Oh my God.
I know. I had to tell the darkest joke possible. Sorry, everybody.
Skin, the heroin woman.
Oh man, she's quite pale. Like you can see the blood vessels and stuff where she shoots up, probably. Anything else you think this episode might really be about?
Have you ever seen BlacKkKlansman?
I have not. It's on my list of things to see.
I couldn't help but think of this line as I was watching this.
Mm-hmm.
With the right white man, we can do anything.
Oh, 100% on that. Yeah, we got Brandon.
And it's Brandon. Like, this episode is very much like, because it can't be Ben, you know? It couldn't have been Josh. It has to be Brandon.
It has to be Brandon. You gotta look. We had Craig Clemens or Greg Clemens had to drive straight through Josh's car in order for this cancer victim to get a subpoena. There's a lot of dominoes got to fall. R.I.P. Josh. One last thing. How do you know if people are all right? Like, how do you know? Like, because Brandon thinks Quintero's like a nice guy. You know, made him the soy sauce dip and everything. What about Ray? Like, do we know he's all right? Kelly's a little worried. He's got a big knife, but it's just for carving pumpkins. Do we know if Peter's all right? Does Brandon know if Human Rights International is all right? He's a little suspect of these two. You know, I mean, their organization has a pretty good name. I like that name, but I don't know if it's true.
You have to sit them down and watch Clue and see how they all react.
Well, that is a good litmus test. I agree to that. I think Quintero would think it was funny, though.
That's
I mean, he seems like amiable.
Okay. There's two movies. You sit them down and watch Clue, and then the other one. So of course, like, okay, well, yeah, people can laugh at death. That's easy. Have them watch Newsies and see who they side with, because Quintero might be like, Joey Pulls should have just shot them. What?
Yeah, shoot all these children and give yourself a prize. That's what I like. I thought you were going to say, take them all to golf and stuff and see who thinks it's the greatest place on earth. Because clearly that's the line in the sand.
That's for you. Newsies is part of my litmus test.
That's true. Okay. I think it's time to look at Val's. What's that?
Which American Girl are you?
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm the one that set the Triangle Shirt Fire factory. That's the one I am.
No, that's not even a real one.
It is as much as I've taken in about the story.
I know.
And it's where I'm happy to stay. That one of those American Girl dolls is like Chucky, and she's just out there murdering.
I'm gonna send you a fucking PowerPoint one day, and you're not gonna watch it, but I'm gonna be like Charlie with all the papers and the red string.
No, it's gonna be that'll be Patreon. You can go on Patreon and watch.
There we go.
Watch Leslie present the American Girl doll conspiracy theories. All right, let's look at Val's trauma response this week. Trying to fit in by poisoning strangers, continuing to bone Dylan on the sly, lying really, really well off the top of her head. Like,
seriously,
almost alarming how good she is at that. And getting a little butthurt at the end.
Yeah.
Like, that is Val's trauma response this week. It's rough. It's rough to have all this trauma. What were you nostalgic for this episode?
I was nostalgic for Huber's. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, going to Huber's any time of year is a fantastic idea.
They make good bourbon now.
they make good bourbon. Last year when we were in town doing Dracula, they had, I forget what it was. It was some kind of apple bourbon slushy, and thankfully we split it. Oh, it was so good. But
You
halfway
would have
through
been
the
tore
day,
down from the floor down.
yeah, we both were like, life is fantastic right now.
Right.
God. I was just starting to get good.
That's right. Come on, I was just starting to do good. This makes me nostalgic for all of the human rights violations I've committed and how great I feel about them.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I got nothing.
Oh, I do. I have another one for you, but
bring it.
I'm nostalgic for getting and receiving phone numbers, and no, not with this baby. This means nothing to me.
Slips of paper.
The slip of paper, and also the time before you had to have the area code.
Oh, 7 digits.
I know everyone listening knows this, but for any youngsters who might be listening, it used to be you only had to punch in 7 digits. It was great.
Yeah. Oh. But now it's 10. Pretty soon it's going to be 40.
I'm pretty sure the back of my planner that they gave out at school in the little like plastic slip had tons of little slips of paper with people's phone numbers on it.
Probably. You know what caused the 10-digit, the area code thing?
Cell phones.
Fax machines.
Really?
Predates the cell phone. Yeah. Like the growth of fax machines, suddenly they were like, shit, we're running out of phone numbers. And then cell phones made it way worse. Like then they had to like add new area codes and but yeah, it was fax machines. Wow. It didn't double, but it like boom, now there's like, hey, your business had a telephone number and now it also has a fax number. So now it's double. Yeah. It's weird.
Wow. It's amazing.
So, fax machines. And we don't even have to use those
fax
anymore.
Numbers. I've just never used them.
You've never used a fax?
No, I think Walter has, but I have not.
Here's an interesting thing. Here's what this makes me nostalgic for. Fax machines. Fax machines used to, this is like fucking old man shit. It's so funny. But fax machines used to have like waxy paper. They didn't work with real paper. It would come through on this like it had a film on it almost, and fax paper felt different than real paper. It was really weird. And then they switched faxes to real paper, and everything went downhill from there.
Oh no!
I don't know. That's. Is that the weirdest thing that someone has ever said caused the downfall of man? Maybe. Like everything was great before we switched from waxy paper in our fax machines.
It's up there. I want to learn more about the human rights violations you've caused.
Doesn't everybody? Come at me, bro.
We need to know before we're canceled.
No, we need to know in order to get canceled.
Oh God.
Yeah. When this shit comes out, forget it. Oh, the things I've been involved in on the global level. You don't even
planting a tree in the middle of the football field. Supposedly.
I heard that happened. Nothing I ever did. Who is your Steve Sanders Memorial worst person of the episode?
It's the gang for almost letting Muntz eat a brownie. It took them way too long.
Yeah, they get too close.
They're like, hey, if you want to get the squirts all night, like he had that thing in his mouth. Why didn't someone knock that out of his hand?
I know. Yeah, they had to stop her screaming. Like they should have, smack a brownie out of Muntz's hand. Boom! Muntz, do you need a brownie?
Oh,
I know. I'm glad that they didn't fat shame Muntz.
Agreed.
For trying to eat, but seriously, like the only one who was like, maybe I'll eat the laxative brownie was the fat guy. Come on, rude. I know, it's not cool. That's all well and good. For me, it's Quintero because he's a fucking butcher.
Yeah,
like the one who actively committed human rights violations. That's who I'm going to go with. You do you.
Wow. Okay. Throwing
I'm
me under
saying.
the bus again.
We all
Last
have different.
week it was
Look,
for watching porn. This week it's for letting people commit war crimes.
look,
Slide.
we're all doing what we think is best. And what I think is best is not torturing people. You are like, maybe don't make months poop.
That's also torture.
It is. It's a human rights violation. I think we've answered the question.
That's
Which one do you
torture.
think is a worse human rights violation? It's the brownies.
Listen, we're just lucky in this case that the right person finally got cancer.
There you go.
The right person is finally going to die a long, tortured death.
I know. Well, short, but probably tortured.
I mean,
I forgot a human rights violation that happened in this episode. If you went on a date with someone and they played you their demo in the car, that feels like a human rights violation to me.
it is.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. I don't know if it's worse than laxative brownies, but forcing someone to listen to your demo on a date, like what if that was the surprise?
I've never even done that. Come on.
Oof, it's rough. Anyway. All right. I think we did it.
We did.
All right. So join us here on Friday, Cheesemeisters, when we watch a movie that features a prank. We're going to watch Stand By Me, and I can't fucking wait. Leslie's never seen it, and all you guys know it's a classic and a half. So, yep, that's what we're going to watch this week. And then join us next week when we watch, I don't know if this is the first episode titled after an Aretha Franklin song, but it is an episode titled after an Aretha Franklin song. Season 5, episode 7. Who's zooming who? Tell me about it, baby. Who's zooming who?
Okay. I've seen that title before, and I had no idea what it was referencing. I'm so glad I now know.
It's a pretty good Aretha Franklin song from the 80s. Tell me about it, baby. Who's zooming who? All right, yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. But until then, Cheesemeisters.
Bye.
Bye.